Hello everyone, I am going to blow through this video. Last week, I didn't get to create one because of how insane it was, but we are doing a little bit better this week, just a smidge. But I guess the topic is really just updating. I think last week was just a lot of hustle and bustle. My girlfriend and I we were doing shoots what felt like every single day, which it technically was, and they were long shoots. They weren't they were not small at all. But I think I am breaching the arena of burnout, which isn't particularly fun. And I've been in this position or this situation quite a few times, but this one feels a little bit different because I think there's a whole nother level of urgency that I've never had to deal with before. And in this particular situation, like it's it's not life or death, but it's definitely more serious than it ever has been. And really, it's just the financial side. And I think there's a piece of me that is kind of just really annoyed and irritated with myself, and I'm trying not to harp on myself about that. I think it's just more of the uncomfortable situation I'm in, because I think it's, in a sense, I feel like I was making strides going forward as like a business owner and doing more macro things. And now I feel like I'm stepping back, as the way I have to pay my bills is through the service that I basically already built a team for, which is the production side and the remote editing side. And I'm pretty much doing both of those still. And it's incredibly frustrating, but it's very necessary in this point in time. Until my girlfriend and I are very close into like a real succinct budget. We've been thrown quite a few curveballs in just the past few months, and I think we're finally getting closer, knock on wood. But that's kind of what's happening. And I'm in this like perpetual state of catching up in my business. I had to have some like serious conversations with my partner, because like I just don't like I'm lost right now. I'm like actually lost in my own business. I'm working inside of my business, then working on my business, which is like I think one of the first things I talked about. But that's kind of where I'm at. I feel like I've taken some steps backwards, and I'm trying to be okay with that. I'm obviously pushing for the latter, which is, not doing any of this ground level work, so to speak, and being more involved into like doing the deals, being in front of people, because realistically, that's where my value is. My value is, training these people, making sure they have all the right tools in front of them, and then having them just run with it. And right now, it's not the case. And it's hard because right now it's Friday, June 11th, and it's fucking hard. Very hard. Quick, cliff note. I'm eventually going to make a video on this topic that I'm about to mention, but to put it bluntly, I was kind of screwed out of a situation that I think everyone was kind of counting on, and it just didn't happen. In a weird, sick, twisted way, I'm glad that it did happen, because I think it pointed me towards where I'm supposed to go. That might sound kind of cryptic, but it's one of those things where it's a blessing in disguise. And right now, I'm in the period of where it hasn't shown me that it's like, oh, great, like, what a blessing. it's kind of shown me of like, yeah, you're just going to have to keep doing what you're doing and wait on it and be patient, which is pretty much the name of the game all the time. But, so yeah, I'll just leave it at that before I dive into it. But this was just updating. I'm extremely tired. Tomorrow is my one day off that my girlfriend and I cherish, and I am going to take that day. Like, I'm going to take it. I'm going to take that day off with authority because that's kind of what I need right now. I've been working in the mid 70s. I would like to get back down to the mid 60s as far as hours a week. Riding into the 80 hours a week territory is very detrimental. I think being in the 70s is pretty bad on my health. My girlfriend and I have been pretty good about, keeping ourselves in check as far as like exercising and eating just a tad bit better. But, working that much, it's pretty evident that you're going to burn out at some point. You can't really sustain that, and that's kind of the trouble that I'm running into right now. But I believe it's going to get better. I just kind of wanted to update because I didn't get to make a video last week, and I wanted to be ahead of the curve on my Sunday video. So in that sense, I'll be all caught up, and that is that. So I guess one little snippet that I will share is be easy on yourself. I find myself being very highly self-critical in every single aspect of my life, and it's just not like that. I don't know. For whatever reason, I internalize a lot of emotions and don't communicate very well, and I'm still trying to find a better way of expressing that and explaining my thoughts and feelings. And when I'm working that much and have all this on my mind, I find it even harder to do those things because there's so much going on. But anyway, I'm going to keep working my ass off, and I hope you all as well keep grinding away. But do know that it's not all about the grind. You can admit that you're tired, because I'm very tired. And you could admit that, or you don't have to admit, you can pat yourself on the back, especially when no one's looking. Like, it's okay to congratulate whatever small victory or big victory that you accomplish. I think that's something that I need to really reflect in the next day and be grateful for, of the people that are around me, the people that are sticking with me, and yeah, I'm going to take that time, and I hope you guys do as well. So, that all being said, thank you very much, and I hope you learned something.